Alright, guys, welcome back. We are watching Oshi Season 1, Episode 11. We're at the season finale it's already, which, like, I swear I say this every single time with every season we ever finish of anything, but, like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. How's that possible? How are we already done with the season? I can't imagine watching this when there was only one season, not having more to watch after this, because it's so, like, it feels like we are literally just starting. It feels like we've barely even begun the story, frankly, right? So thank God we are not in that position, and we do have more to watch, I suppose. But yeah, last time, well, we're at the Idol Festival. Kana is just a rookie idol. It is okay to fail. Maybe we will. Maybe we will fail. And maybe that'll be okay, because that's something Kana does need to be able to deal with in, like, a healthier way, maybe? But who knows? Who knows? I'm sure, what would failure even look like, Hard to say, I suppose. Okay, I guess we should just watch it. We're watching the season finale of season 1. You can and copy up with this if you want to. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Last time I get this opening, huh? That makes me sad. Hmm. God, like, thinking back on the season, like, I guess it really felt so short. It would drive me insane if this was the only season. Like, actually. Oh, God. I mean, maybe that's good though, right? Like, that's normally a sign of, like, good pacing, right? If it feels like not that it hasn't, like, a ton of stuff hasn't happened, that's, like, good. That means we aren't rushing. So it sounds good to me. But it's interesting because I guess the real, like, hook of the story was, like, the end of episode 1, right? Hmm. It felt like, in episode 1 we got to the hook and everything with, like, eyes and death and all of that, right? And then I don't know, it's like we definitely have slowed down since then. I mean, I've enjoyed it immensely, right? It's been so good. Okay. Hmm. Another idol group. I mean, they're in good spirits. Mana. Ooh, interesting. I wonder if that's one of us. Yeah, sounds like us, huh? Oh god, the hellish one. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like it. So many lights. Ooh. Yeah, definitely the most well known of any of them right now, right? Was it that big of a deal? Ooh, knows about him from back in the day? Interesting. Ooh. Oh, the star in the sky, huh? Yeah. We've already got, oh god, we got some expectations on us, huh? Because of that, because of the connection to Bikomachi. Oh god, okay, all right. That is interesting, right? And those expectations are, like, a lot of what weighs on Kana so much, Like, sure. Oh, she's just, like, so in business mode. Ooh, interesting. Ah, is that how it works? You have your own, like, color? What color's Kana gonna be? She should have been red. Okay. Ooh, special, huh? Maybe that's perfect, just for her. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Hmm. I wonder how many old fans of, like, the old Bikomachi there are in the audience, you know? Aw. They've really put in the practice. Interesting. Yeah, you just kind of, like, fall into it. Oh, really what she's focused on, of course, right? Oh, yeah. Ah, come on. You can't. Ooh, yeah, look at her, right? No smile. Oh, really? Ah, I see. Oh, points to her smile, right? Yeah, does she remind you of I, huh? It's, yeah, I think so. Interesting. She's not there yet, I'm sure, right? Of course. Hmm. Oh, and that just has to undermine her confidence more, right? Ooh, born to be an idol. Right? Maybe. Not ones like you, though. Huh? Jealous. Yeah. Ah, but you're up here too, right? Oh. Oh, this song. It's really, yeah, how she thinks of it. Ditched her. Hmm. Oh. No one who sees her as she is now, right? Oh. And she let herself be, like, abused from that desire, basically, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh, God. This is so good. Oh, right. Aqua. Okay. Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What is that face? It's his trademark thing. Come on. Look at him. Like, all three of them, huh? Ooh, really, huh? Oh, the Oshinoko ni, huh? Yeah. I'd look at Aqua's face. It's great. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. God, Aqua. Like, there's a smile, huh? Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I really have, like, mixed feelings about that, though. Ooh. Star in the sky. I see, I see. Okay, okay. And there he is. There's no way this is cleared up. I see, everything between Kana and Aqua, right? Not that it should, I suppose. Ooh, I love that effect. It's gotta be tired. Yeah. Ah, it's such a dream come true for her, right? Like, ooh. Come to a red light. There we go. Reached out to him, huh? It's, I guess. Maybe that's realistic. Ooh, sure. I guess. Always so calculated, huh? You don't have to say that right in front of him. Come on. And yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Sure. Maybe that'll cheer Kana up, right? There we go. I don't know if it's... but I don't like that, though. I don't know. Yeah. Right, right. Of course. God, of course she would think of it like that. Right, right. It's just it's completely changed her attitude. Mm-hmm. She figured it out. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, poor Akane, right? Like, oh god, look at her. Hmm. It's, yeah, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's complicated. I don't know if Aqua needs to, like, do some work before he's ready for any of this, I feel like, but... Ooh, okay. Interesting. A job between them, huh? Yet again. Oh, it sure was. What does his shirt say? Daisuke? Yeah. Sure. What would a further reason be? Well, okay. Right. Oh, like her silent treatment really got to him that strongly. She's really happy about that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, true. That is, like, ridiculous, right? It's God. Sure, sure, right. That's what he always says, right? He always has those justifications, you know? Mm-hmm. Maybe they are perfect for each other, huh? Maybe they actually are. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Oh, no. Right. You're really... Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sure. Very. And no, come on. This is how it works. Yeah, right? Ruby can totally, like, tell, you know? Hmm. Yeah, can't blame him. More than Ruby even knows about, like, his past life, right? Ooh. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I really have some... Ooh. I see. Tokyo Blade. Wow. Okay. Ah. I see. Is that our next thing? Okay, okay. 2.5D. Right. Ooh. I see. It's crazy. I like this guy's hair. Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So how did Aqua get wrapped up into this? Just through this connection with Kaburagi? Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Oh, well, I mean, there's where Aqua comes in, I suppose. Right. Kaburagi-chan. God. How many people do you think call him that? Right. I wonder if Kana could get involved too, right? I mean, Kaburagi also has a connection to her. I don't think Ruby's one for acting, though. Maybe. The world of show business. So many, it's just like what he was talking about, right? A lot of making deals. Aw. Right, right. Ah, it feels weird. About the play? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, which he wants to look into more. So back then it was just like this small thing, and it just became this giant. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. So would it be someone who still has any kind of connection to La La Lai though, all these years later, right? I mean, it could be someone who, like, was part of La La Lai becoming such a big deal, right? Some kind of famous actor. Hmm. Okay. God, look at her. Ooh, very fancy. Looks about right. Oh god. Oh no. Kana. If you say so. As always, I suppose. Hmm. I see. I see. Sounds relevant. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It looks a little bit like someone we know. Uh-huh. There we go. Oh god. Ooh. That is a very true concern to have. Yeah. Ooh, covering Akane's eyes. I see. What a shot. Ooh. And they're like, remember like the way Kana was thinking about Akane even before all the stuff with Aqua. Oh god. So so Akane has a bit of a uh-huh, uh-huh. Great, great. Oh no. Oh no. So was Aqua. Come on. Hmm. Right, right. Oh no. What are we headed towards here? Your work date, right. God, she's so good at that. At saying something like that and then just walking off. Like, oh, really got to her, huh? Oh, this music. Oh, was Akane a child actor too? Okay. Interesting. I wonder what Akane thinks of her then, because like Kana was such a big deal back then, right? And that's kind of flipped though, right? Yeah, yeah, right. Like a lingering grudge that's followed her. That's whoa! Don't say that. Come on. Okay, Akane, we need to calm down, please. Ooh. What about you? What about? Oh God! Like, right. What about you, Aqua? Come on, you're an actor too. Oh. Ah, yes, right. Oh, very intentional from him? Yeah, yeah. That's good to me. I am excited. Hmm. Ooh. Isn't he the guy from Sweet Today, or am I crazy? That's what it was called, right? The thing at the start of the season. Ooh. Still are streaming, of course. Ooh. Oh, yeah. They're getting there. Ooh, the way that is an intro. It fades before him as he reaches towards it, huh? Hmm. Ah, it's not what she would want for you, right? You will what? Do anything. Oh, Idol. That is a good title. Man. Ooh. We never got to see this part, right? Because this part of the ending would always play during the episode. The red strings, just like on Aqua. Oh, God. Okay, okay. Ooh. God. That's really it, huh? Is there an after credits? No, that is it. Wow. Man, that was good. That was a good finale. Really just set it up for the next season, right? Like, as it should be, I suppose. Perfect. I like that because it shows that like they knew there was gonna be, they knew it was continuing, I guess, right? Oh, God. I'm so excited. No, that really doesn't feel like a season finale, does it? It just feels like we're just going to the next episode, right? Like, come on. I cannot imagine waiting. Oh, I'm gonna miss this ending. It's so good. I just feel like there's so much symbolism to it, like just this part of him in the water, the like puppet strings like below him, right? Like pulling him down almost, I suppose, right? Because the sky, what's above him is like the stars, like I and all of that. And that's not, yeah, that's what he's reaching for. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Is there any chance of me liking the opening and ending of the next season as much as this season's? Maybe. It's not impossible, I guess, but I don't know. Okay, we'll talk about the episode in the discussion. Okay, let's talk about the episode. That was a really good season finale. I enjoyed that a lot. The whole just it's all the stuff with Kana. I love Kana so much. She's definitely my favorite character. I can definitely say that right now as the way the show's going for sure. She kind of feels like she ended up being the main character of the season, frankly, right? Um, I love her. She's great. I certainly have some thoughts on the whole development here and everything, right? What happened between her and Aqua. And I can't tell if I'm being too negative about it or not, right? I guess here's my rundown of it. Right? Like look at this guy. Um so what does Kana want, right? Kana, the her whole thing as she's up here on stage, right? She keeps having these horrible negative thoughts constantly. Just about, she so much of her self-worth, the external validation she wants so badly from other people, it's all tied up in that, right? And that's all literally all she can think about while she's up here on stage, right? It's just she does think about the audience, about how they're all here because of Mim. It's of course, right? We think about the glow sticks. It's like we do see that there's all these yellow and red glow sticks, right? Of course, they're almost all yellow because this is just a bunch of fans of Mim here, sure, right? Um, we have this moment, which I also think is interesting, of her thinking about how she's like jealous of Ruby, and like Ruby being like so dazzling and so, um, so much like it's like she was born to be an idol, is what she says. Uh, which kind of framing that as jealousy, I think is interesting. Because I don't know, has she thought of it in that way before? That we have seen at least, right? I mean, it makes sense that she is jealous, that she views it as yeah, that she wishes that she could be like that. But maybe it just comes from, for Kana, like, Kana's biggest obstacle is just the thoughts in her own head, right? And the way that she thinks she is, and what that does to her, right? Like it's like how we can tell how her performance got so much better after Aqua stands up for her and is her fan and all of that, right? And the meaning that she takes from that, right? And it's like everyone else like notices the clear difference in her, right? So like I it sounds like cliche, I guess, but yeah, it's really just she can be like Ruby, right? She can be like that, and it's almost like she has this idea that just somehow the kind of person she is, she just can't, that she's somehow different, right? I mean, I guess it's just that whole idea, right? That it's like the idea of being born to be an idol in the first place, the idea of having some kind of thing that makes you like special, I guess, that gives you the ability to do this kind of thing that like other people just don't have or something, right? Which I think I would like disagree with that, right? I don't think I thought there was anything special about herself. She again, I mean, all these connections between Kana and they're so like clear, right? I was saying the same stuff when Ichigo was like scouting her, right? She was like, there's no way I could be an idol. Yeah, she was saying like such similar things to Kana about being like cynical and stuff, right? Um, and yet I put in all of this work, right? Like remember that scene in episode 1 of her thinking about that comment that someone said about her smile seeming fake and all of this. And she was thinking about how like perfectly manufactured it is and how she puts all of this work into it and she tries as hard as she can to make it perfect and all of this, right? Which for one is kind of part of what makes it feel fake, right? Later in that scene, she smiles genuinely seeing Aqua and Ruby being gremlins, right? And that's like a real smile, right? And I guess that's just the same thing that kind of happens to Kana here, right? It's a good like parallel, I suppose, right? She like the thing that really matters and that people really want to see, I guess, it still feels weird to like frame it in that way. Is like some actual like genuine like feeling and emotion like that, right? I guess it all goes back to that idea of like lies and like and all that stuff, right? Which is just oh god, I don't know. It's such a complicated like subject to me, just that whole like thematic idea of lying and everything. It's a whole mess. It is a whole mess. I love their performance is great. There's some very cute moments in here. It's so good. So just like all of these, it's such like good like dynamic shots, just like all of this, It's so perfect. You can tell they put in the work. They really put in the work, right? All the practice and everything. Um, and yet for Kana, it's like that doesn't matter. Kana has no confidence in herself at all, right? It doesn't matter how much hard work she does or how much anything, right? Literally all that matters is people's perception of it. Like that is the only thing that enters her mind at all. She has no ability to be good at something and know she's good at something. And even if all the people in the crowd thought she sucked or something, she could just say that they're all wrong, right? She could never do that, no matter what, right? Her own hard work means nothing to her at all unless other people recognize it. And like think she's, not even recognize her hard work, but in just their own subjective way, think that she's doing good, Uh, which like isn't That makes a lot of sense. That's like a very relatable thing. I totally understand that. I think like most people are like that, right? Like for sure, you know. I think that's it's very difficult to like find the confidence within yourself to tell yourself that you're good at something or that you're impressive in some way or whatever, right? To have like some kind of true like self-confidence or like self-esteem like that isn't connected to the way other people view you, right? That's like really hard, right? Most people are not like that, you know. So I get it. I get it. It's just again, it's done so well because it just paints how ridiculous it is, I suppose, right? It's just as the viewer, you can just tell how all of Kana's thoughts are just so they're so unfair to herself, right? And I guess it just helps like you as the viewer, you can like apply that to yourself pretty well. You know what I mean? Like it's like seeing another person go through that same struggle, you can understand how that can apply to yourself too. Because I think most people have these kinds of thoughts, right? Once I'm up on stage, I'm not all that nervous. It's interesting. I guess she just gets into it, right? It's game time, I guess. Because she's, putting on an act, I guess, right? Yeah, yeah. Everyone's here because they want to see her. I bet they would have been happy with her as the center after all. Yeah, just like completely in her own head about it, Just like what would satisfy her, Would she ever be able to be like satisfied with their, like no matter what the the attitude she can always undermine however anyone's acting, right? Like it just doesn't, it's so unfair to herself, right? I think it's meaningful that it's Aqua who stands up because Aqua is someone that she does care about and does mean a lot to her. So I guess if she's going to get her if she's going to seek external validation this much and she finds so much of her self-worth from that, it's good that it coming from someone that she cares about is more meaningful to her than like random strangers. And like of course it is, right? Obviously. That just makes sense. Um like it would be even because again, it's kind of like how in episode 1 like I let that one random comment from some loser get in her head so much. It bothered her so much, right? Which makes sense. I think Kana kind of does the same thing, right? Because negativity feels so much stronger. Like it feels like so much worse than like positivity does, right? Like think how many positive comments there are that I would read about her. But then there's one negative one, and that just sticks in her head so much, right? So it's like for Kana, I think the negativity that she kind of invents that she thinks she's seeing towards her, which isn't. I don't even think it's really there exactly in this context. There has to be something super like strong to override that, which in this case is like yeah, Aqua, because she cares about Aqua so much. Um, Here, we'll talk about it in a moment. We see these like veteran B Komachi the fans here. I guess just him, right, with the two youngins here, who's been a fan of B Komachi for a while. Right at the start here, they're walking around. They find the new B Komachi. I wonder how many other old fans of B Komachi there are, like in the audience. It's interesting because that just kind of creates even more expectations and stuff, which like yet again, that's just another thing that Kana has so much trouble with, like living up to. So it's like in that case, like she probably has like some serious trepidation over them being called Bikomachi in the first place, just because of what she probably has some thoughts on that. Probably makes her think, makes her worried of this exact situation, like right here with this guy. I love this moment with Ruby. So Ruby, yeah, Ruby moments ago saw that like kind of wasn't smiling, right? She looks very like unhappy up here, right? She's like very much just in like work mode, I guess, right? And that's definitely affecting their performance. It's kind of unfair, right? It's like it's like you really do have to be almost inhuman in a way. The same way like I felt like she had to make herself, It's like no one wants to see like the way Kana feels about the situation right now. They would rather if they could if you could just plaster on a smile, right? Not that I think Ruby's being like that. I think that is the important distinction is Ruby truly does like she loves this, right? This is a real, genuine smile that she has right here, like, of course, right? Which, again, it's such an interesting thing. It's such an interesting thing, kind of thinking about Ruby being born to be an idol, compared to the way that I thought about idols. And even then, I feel like it's like kind of unfair to think of it in that way for Ruby as well. I don't think she really was born to be an idol at all. As Serena, she put in so much work. She desired it so much. She has worked very hard and she has tried a lot. She's dedicated herself to this for forever. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess it all just comes back to for Kana because of it's like what she thinks in a moment about like being ditched by everyone and all of this. She just thinks there's something she's like missing, right? She's missing something that she should have to be the person she thinks she should be in other people's eyes, right? We get this amazing like we fade from Ai into Ruby. She really does look like her, right? It's just the hair. It's really just the hair. And he falls into a trance. She's so dazzling. She loves idols and always looks like she's having fun. So dazzling, right? That's such a way to put it, I guess. Because like if something's dazzling, it's like it's almost hard to look at. It's so bright. It's so vibrant. Which like I guess that's the standard by which Kana holds herself. She feels like she has to be like that. Like which I guess in the entertainment industry, that's kind of how it is. That's kind of how you have to be to like truly succeed. Hmm. It's very. It's interesting because it's like Kana, it's like Kana is so similar to I in all of these ways, and yet she doesn't like lie in quotes, whatever that even means, in the same way that I does, right? Like let's say I before she was scouted by Ichigo, she seemed like similar to Kana in a lot of ways, like just her attitude about stuff. Kana still seems like that, right? It's just that I developed all this whole strategy of lying and everything that she called it herself, right? And Kana hasn't really done that, I guess, right? Like, God, I wonder like what Kana, I want Kana to talk about lies. I want to hear what she thinks about all of that, Because I guess Kana really bears herself so much. It's like what we talked about earlier in the season with like putting on a mask, right? Like acting, putting on an act to protect yourself, It feels like Kana doesn't do that at all. It feels like Kana's like incapable of that. She puts all of herself into everything she does, and that's why it hurts her so much. That's why she's been hurt so much by like her failures because she thinks of it as like a personal thing every single time, right? It's like a mark on her character if she doesn't succeed in the way she thinks she should. Whereas for I, it's like we can see it's like she faces negativity by thinking about how she should adjust her carefully crafted, persona, I suppose you could call it, right? I guess. Like she was born to be an idol. Even right now, she'll steal someone's heart and she'll steadily build a fan base. God, and that makes me think about how Kaburagi was saying how much I changed, right? How it feels like that change in I that made her the I we knew was from her falling in love and forming the connection with, assumedly, Ruby and Aqua's father, right? Which for the path Khan is going down, I'd say maybe. I don't know, right? God, and that's kind of scary though, isn't it? That makes you feel like Aqua is somehow Aqua and Kana are almost following the same steps as I and their father, which is like not. I don't know. I don't know. That's a scary idea, isn't it? That they're following like a parallel journey, perhaps. Because that's kind of what happens, right? Like in this episode, Kana finds so much meaning. Her performance gets so much better. She finds so much, validation and everything through Aqua. The same way it's like you could imagine that maybe happen for I, right? Oh, and I love this. We fade out of the music, right? It's like we're really in Kana's head. They have everyone looking at them and wanting them. And it's like they start singing the song we know, right? The I and her idol group, the original Bikomachi, played this back in episode 1, right? No one who looks my way. My mom and my manager both ditched me, right? That's how she really thinks about the situation with her mom and stuff, right? Is that they just ditched her. She wasn't enough. Even my fans only see the remnants of the old me. God, she wants someone to see her so badly, see the real her, I suppose, right? Like appreciate her and value her because she's so unable to do it herself, right? Or it's just not enough, I guess, right? Like she just twists it all so much though in her head. Like she's so unable to think that other people are actually appreciating her or seeing her as anything. And it's led to her being abused, right? Like by like the attitude that Kaburagi had towards her, right? Like just using her as a cheap actor who will make everything go so smoothly and cheap name recognition and all of this, right? It's just that desire. It's like such a bad It's such a bad attitude to have if you're in show business like this, if you're in the entertainment industry, isn't it? Because it's like that's what we've talked about a whole bunch with Kaburagi. It's like all the the way the entertainment industry works. I think it really chews people like Kana up, right? Like it really it'll get to you, you know? Say that you need me. If someone simply told me that, oh, how hard I would try. Say that you can make use of me, then I'd work like a pack horse. Hearing that, I'd try much, much harder still. Tell me I did a good job, yeah. Um, like, it's okay. It's bad that Kana feels like this. It's obviously, right? Um, and I don't think the way to deal with these problems for her in the long run is to just fulfill her desire to have this, right? Like, yes, it's very good that Aqua stands up for her and like saves her in this moment, I suppose, right? But it's really easy to imagine how this could go down like a bad path in the long run for her, right? We don't want Kana to be like completely reliant on Aqua. We don't want her to just like work for his attention so badly that that's all she cares about and that's you know what I mean? Like just being validated through him caring about her and all of this, right? Because that's not solving the problem at all, right? That's really not solving the issue in any sense. How would you solve this though? She needs to be able to I don't know, she just needs to be able to find meaning and purpose in her own actions and like be able to validate like herself, through her own hard work and everything, right? I just don't know how we do that. I have no idea how you do that, right? I don't have the answers to any of that at all. I can't do that. Like I don't know. Um I just know I just really have some worry about all of that, right? Like anybody tell me it's okay for me to be here. And I guess I understand like I guess that's the really negative way of looking at it, right? Is the idea that what Aqua does here is in some way like bad, right? Like that's the really negative way to look at it, right? Um that he's just kind of feeding into it and giving her what she wants and it doesn't actually address the root issue. Like sure, right? Like but maybe we just can't do that right now, right? Maybe this is just what she needs right now, right? But it is interesting how for both of these characters, both Aqua and Kana, I feel like they have such potential to help each other with like their main problems, right? In terms of just um like for Kana, like the scene at the end, or near the end, I guess, when Kana's like making fun of Aqua for caring about her and stuff, right? I think that's so meaningful and so important because that's Aqua's whole thing, right? Like Aqua's like unable to a- admits that he cares about anything in this life or that he has emotions or that he cares about anyone or anything at all, right? He has to say everything ties back to the revenge and everything, that this isn't even his real life and all of that, right? And I feel like through Kana and the way he's acting right now and everything, he could really learn to change that, right? He could learn that there are things he values, right? Like this is so meaningful, right? Because he lost Ai, who was his favorite his favorite idol, his mom, everything to him, such a symbol of like of just all of this stuff. Serena, right? It kind of all goes back to that too, right? Like his Serena's death and that helplessness, I guess he felt, right? How Serena, I was kind of the only connection he still had to her, and then she just died, right? But Kana here, him standing up for her, holding up this glow stick, and all of this, right? And even what she says, right? She says Oshinoko. She's gonna be as Oshi, right? That's what Aqua needs, isn't it? Right? He needs something new in life. He needs to not be stuck forever on I. Like what he said about how I would be his number one forever, right? That's not good, right? You shouldn't be like that. You have to be able to live your life. You have to be able to do stuff and not be stuck there in the past forever, right? And maybe Kana's the key to that. Maybe this is it, right? Like maybe he can support Kana and find meaning in her just as much as he did with I. And you know, yeah, I just obviously the problem is with Kana, of course, the same connection to Serena isn't there right now, right? Because I think that's kind of what it all comes back to. But obviously Ruby is Serena. Not that Aqua knows that yet, but maybe that's where we're headed in the long run. I don't know, right? Who knows? Who knows? God, it just makes me think like what would Aqua do if he learned that this was her, right? If he learned that Ruby is Serena, how would he? God, would that be good? Would that be bad? I don't know, like mentally for him, for his like problems, his core character issues, his core character flaws. I have no idea. I really have no idea because it kind of all goes back to that and like how would he react? How would he feel about that? I really don't know. I really don't know. But I see the potential. I see the potential for in the long run. This is so much like that shot. This is just like the shot in episode one, right? When I looked at Aqua and Ruby in the crowd, right? And gave like a real smile. Isn't it just like that? And they were like doing stupid things like this. Like, what is that face? How can he keep a straight face for doing that? That's his classic thing. That is his classic thing. We have glow sticks for all three of us. I've decided, as long as I'm an idol, I'm gonna turn all your glow sticks white, huh? I'm gonna make you love me. So that's, like back to the negativity arc, just real quick. Just that's the worry, right? So if Kana is putting so much of her motivation to be an idol and everything and all of this for Aqua and everything, well, what happens if she loses that? Like what happen? Because there is still the Akane Aqua connection that I don't know where it's headed, and I don't know what that will mean. And in a lot of ways, I think that could also be very meaningful for Aqua, of course. Um, I don't know, right? I feel like that's kind of the challenge that Akane is gonna. I mean, that Kana is gonna have to face will be not having it not go this way, right? Not being able to just find all of her validation through Aqua and the way that he like loves her and her being an idol and everything, right? Like, I don't know. She has to be able to do that in the long run, right? Oh, look at her. Like, amazing. Come on. That is great. And Aqua is quite the reaction, huh? God, and now look at all these people with the white glow sticks, huh? Like, what were we just seeing it like through Kana's eyes before? I guess like I guess of course I guess that makes sense, right? Like uh, Kana would only focus on like the yellow and red glow sticks, right? It doesn't matter how many white ones there were. It's like she wouldn't be able to see them, So it's like now it's like we aren't from her perspective. So it's like we get to see there actually are a bunch of white glow sticks. It's of course, right? It's just a new idol group. Like no one knows any of them. They're probably just picked up random ones, right? Of course, Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. Look at that smile. Hmm. So maybe in the end he was impressed. He was impressed by newbie Komachi, huh? The girl in the center is just the type otaku love, and she's gonna be a great singer. Sure, sure. And we get the star in the sky. Very interesting. Every time we see the star in the sky like this, it reminds me of like the when I died and like Aqua blinked, right? And the star in the sky disappeared, for him, right? Maybe this is there's a new star in the sky, right? Like look at this, right? Is that I wish we God, if we had like a shot of Aqua looking at it or something, that'd be very meaningful to me, but maybe we aren't there yet. That's what Aqua needs is a new star in the sky, right? Yeah, yeah, it's so bright. It's so bright. Hmm. We aren't quite all like cleared up between Akana and Aqua yet. We've got to clear up her insecurities about Akane, of course, right? And Miyako that helps us out with that. I love how like quiet the the car scene here is. It's really good. Ruby's just asleep, of course. I mean, I can't imagine how exhausting and tiring it must be. God, she's really living her dream, though, right? Like, it's just crazy. Come through a red light, and Kana is the one to reach out to Aqua, which like makes sense, right? Aqua gave up so fast, didn't he? Right with Kana, it's very interesting how he like talked to her once in that hallway scene a couple episodes ago, right? Um, and she was like, "Go away," right? And he left. And then he literally just didn't try ever again. He put on the mask, right? That's the only way he tried to interact with her. Like, I don't really think that's very fair, right? Like, Khan is the one to break the ice here, sure. But like Aqua just didn't even try, did he? Right? Which is an interesting, I don't know. That says something interesting about him, doesn't it? Um, just the way he thinks about people and their emotions and stuff. The way he was so sure, I guess, that Kana, no matter what, would not listen to him, and there was nothing he could do to fix it. He just was kind of just full doomer mode immediately, huh? Right? Like Yeah, yeah, I kind of like it how it's actually Kana who ends up fixing it between them in a way, right? How just like Aqua, just yeah, like it's very interesting. That's very interesting because it's like it feels like Aqua wants to be so emotionally mature and understand everyone's emotions and be like the puppet master and everything. That's kind of what it feels like the way he like interacts with others. Like what Miyako said, he's like he's playing poker, you know. Always had a poker face on, that's for sure. But I don't know. Is he really that good at it? Is he really that adept at reading others and understanding them? I think just like anyone else, not really, right? Of course not, because I don't think he understands his own emotions at all, or has come to terms with his own emotions in any way. So, I guess that just makes sense, right? Go on to have far concerts far more amazing. To be a waste to give you high marks straight away. Sure. And Miyako gets us going by bringing up Akane. So Aqua can, yeah, say it's just the work relationship and all of that, which like I feel so bad for Akane. I just wonder, like, I just feel like it has to end up being more than that. You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard for me to accept that that is all it really will be. Even for Aqua, right? Like again, it's just like Aqua wanted to, he thought like, oh, I can use Akane and all of this, right? But he does obviously genuinely care about Akane. Of course he does. He did so much for her, right? Of course, right? So I feel like it's just kind of like cope for him to say that. So I don't know. I don't know. It's really just a love triangle, isn't it? Like it's gonna be it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Do I want anyone to like win? Like I don't know, right? Like is that even okay? I do want someone to win because I want Aqua to be able to like live his life and not be like this forever. So I do want him to have some meaningful connections with people, of course, right? But for the Akane and Kana, no, I feel like I don't want Kana. Oh, God, it's rough. No, it's rough. I don't know. Because Aqua and Kana are in a lot of ways very perfect for each other in terms of them being able to help each other with like their core character flaws, I think, right? But I also think Kana, considering the kind of person she is, she cannot tie all of her self-worth to the way another person feels, right? But like maybe she can learn that through this meaningful connection she has with Aqua, right? Like maybe maybe through that is the only way she's able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, at the same time, obviously, like relationships are very important and meaningful, and kind of finding so much meaning in them. It's not like that's a bad thing inherently, right? Um, and for Aqua, I feel like I want him. I don't know. He needs to have relationships and like be able to interact normally with people. So I don't want him to be viewing Akane as his tool or at least say that he views her like that. He needs to be honest with his emotions in some way with one of these characters, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. Ah, God. And Khan is just immediately so happy, as if Kurakawa Akane would ever seriously fall for you. It's so telling that she, like, thinks of it in that way, right? Like, she's always just so focused on, like, this negative way of viewing things, I guess, right? Like, it's actually such a mean-spirited way to say it, you know? Because it's almost like that's how she would apply it to herself, you know? Like, God. And Mem figures it out. And then it's, rough. Rough. What is gonna happen to Akane, huh? Mem is stuck in the middle. Oh god, oh god. Anyway, we begin some setup for season 2, I assume, right? We got the Tokyo Blade like theater play. Working with Aqua yet again. All these connections through Kaburagi are really paying off, huh? Ooh, I like this. I didn't see like Aqua reflected here. It's interesting, right? Like from her point of view, she can't see his eyes at all, right? It's just his hair is completely covering them. That's because like she doesn't understand his intentions, I guess, that's I don't know, that's interesting. Asks him, yeah, what was he doing? He has a pretty simple answer, right? You weren't talking to me. So, okay, I like this because it feels like it's in the same vein as like what Aqua normally likes to do, which is his like light manipulation of people and like this weird, it's the way he likes to act, right? But I like how Kana takes it totally the other way. She's like, "Oh, that's so cute. You just wanted to talk to me that badly, huh?" And Aqua does not appreciate that. He does not appreciate that at all. God. You didn't even want to speak to me, so you wouldn't have listened to my coaching, right? I simply wanted to ensure my sister's first show was a success. Yeah, 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 I'm sure, right? You didn't want to talk to Kana at all. Right, right. Oh, I love them. No, I love them together. This is great. This is great. Just Ruby and Mim, just watching them from the shadows. And Ruby, yeah, Ruby has to like, God, I just still think Ruby's perspective on Aqua. She's the only person who can like really see through him in a way. I think, right? Because like she knew him before all of this changed, right? Before right, in their past lives. Not that she even knows that as well, right? But yeah, yeah, it's very interesting. Hmm. Went through a lot, ended up with a twisted personality. Yeah, no, no kidding, no kidding. And yeah, Akane's really gonna have to work. And here we have this little, yeah, we have this little talk about our upcoming production here with this guy, Raida. He has some, he looks awesome. Some cool hair, some cool glasses. This is just like a demon slayer. Like, what is this? Like, I guess. So who's playing what, huh? So, uh, Kana, obviously. This will be Aqua. This is Akane. Who would play these other characters, huh? We got three more. There's the guy who was in like the ending credits, who I swear is the guy that was in Sweet Today, right? The guy who like sucked, right? What was his name? Um, I that might be him, right? I swear he's gonna play that guy, which will be a bizarre like reuniting moment. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that at all. And then these two, I have no idea. Do we have other characters that like look anything like them that we would know? I don't know. I don't know. We get some shots of like some characters that like I don't recognize at the end. So I guess those are we're just kind of new characters, right? A 2.5D play. So what does that mean exactly? We talk about like how it's in this weird stage that like rotates and stuff, right? I guess is that what 2.5D means? I suppose. I suppose. And yeah, it's all connected to La La La. So of course, Aqua is very interested in it because the same. So I guess like I fell in love with someone at La 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 before La 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 like blew up. There was like a big production, theater company stuff, right? It was just like a little thing. So I wonder if whoever she fell in love with is someone who's like pivotal in all of that and La 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 becoming such a big deal, some kind of famous actor or something, you know? I don't know. Maybe. What I'm waiting for is for Aqua to just be barking up the wrong tree completely. And like, I don't know. This just isn't even I just had a different boyfriend or something, right? Like I'm just waiting for that. Like it's like I don't know, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. And of course, Kaburagi. Yeah, Kaburagi has some connections for that. Likely on their way to stardom. But you'll owe me one. Right, right. They have their little negotiations. Yeah, yeah. Just how Kaburagi said it is, right? That's how the entertainment industry works. Very cute. We're posting some pictures on Instagram. There's Yuki. There's God, what was that wasn't like Nobu, that's what they all called him, right? This guy. What is this? Just like a planet? I don't know. Something. Mim. Very nice. Very nice. Hmm. Like by Mim liked it instantly. Like hashtag Aku Aka. That's their tag. I get it. Hashtag hairstyle. Hashtag Are you hungry? Lol. Guy who doesn't use social media. I guess that was before Aqua's time, huh? I like how Mim was just like stalking them, liked it instantly. Of course. Anyway, yeah, we talk about the shared production we were both be part of. Get a flashback to like what that means for Aqua, right? This connection to La La La, very interesting. I wonder what information he will uncover through all of this, huh? I don't know. I don't know. The leader of La La La. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's our next lead, I suppose. I guess they would know, right? Assumedly. Assumedly. So Akane's playing Princess Saya. Very, very fancy. Aqua's playing Toki. I see. And they're both lovers. Right, right. Hmm. And apparently this manga is just everyone's. It's a bunch of shipping and a bunch of like it sounds great. And then yeah, and then there's a love triangle in there with with Tsurugi, who is being played by Kana. So perfect, great, fantastic. And Kana shows up. This like dark like overhang. It almost looks like a cloud, doesn't it? I really thought it was like dark, crazy storm clouds in the background, but no, it kind of still achieves that same effect, I suppose, you know? And she kind of gives them a very good point here that they shouldn't post in real time like this. That is a good idea. And we get this insight into how serious the rivalry between these two is, let alone any connection to Aqua, right? Like, yeah, yeah, and that's why it has to have been such a big deal to Kana too, is that it was Akane who she already had such a rivalry with, right? Like, because Akane brings up this point about how, like, yeah, Kana overshadowed her so much when they were children, you know. Um, oh, it feels like such a complicated thing, you know. It's gonna be so. Oh, Akane wants to win so bad, right? And I guess I mean it's a lot more than just Aqua, right? It's kind of I don't even want to view it through that lens, right? It's much more meaningful than that. It's their life's work, you know? She was always taking my roles one after another for years. Just imagine how it feels to be a performer born in the same year as that gifted child actor. Yeah, yeah, right? Like, she must have like it's weird, right? They must have like this weird jealousy for each other, you know? Which like is that good? Is that good for both of them to have motivation to like grow? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just worried about how Kana is gonna handle like conflict like this. Like look at her, right? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, they've been pitted up together very, very intentionally by Kaburagi. All these shots. I see. Yeah, I swear this is the guy, right? I swear this is the guy from Sweet Today. I swear it is, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it isn't. I feel like he didn't have purple hair back then, so maybe I am insane. But like the hairstyle looks like it to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, new character. I guess he's playing like that green-haired character in the that we saw. Don't know him. Don't know you. This guy looks kind of ominous, huh? Interesting. Mim streaming, showing off her nails. Very nice, very nice. And Ruby at the graveyard, I suppose, where Ai is buried, huh? Thinking about her mother's words. Same time Aqua is as well, right? He reaches out and it fades in his hand, right? It's like he can't grab onto it, right? Oh, it's like what? Does he imagine that the path he's on right now is leading him to that? Or but not really, right? Because he's not pursuing that at all. He's pursuing his revenge, like for him, right? He isn't achieving what I would have wanted for him, right? Doesn't even have to be being an actor, but just living his life, being happy. He's not doing that, right? So it kind of fades away, I guess, right? Kind of his own volition as he reaches out and grabs it. It's like he's unable to hold on to it. I suppose he's unable to hold on to what I would have wanted for him. That's why he has to pursue this revenge. He has to yeah, yeah. It's like I guess for him, in his mind, the revenge and everything is in the way of him being able to do that, you know? Ah, God. To accomplish that, I will do anything, I suppose. Episode 11, Idol. Perfect. Perfect title. Perfect title. And I suppose that is it. I'm hyped for season 2. Feels like we're just heading right into it, huh? That was great. That was fantastic. I absolutely loved this season. That was really good. That was really good. I'm gonna miss the opening and ending. They were both so amazing. But who knows? Maybe season 2. Maybe I'll love them as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I suppose that is it. So, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one.